Hello VC, Ed from On My Turntable here. A few weeks ago I did a short video about my favorite album sides and asked folks what theirs were. I got quite a bit of comments and feedback on that, and that was actually a lot of fun. So this is all about my favorite live album sides. So feel free to discuss, ideally with me, but certainly amongst yourselves, and let me know what your favorite live album sides are. But first up, here's mine. Coming in first, Ella Fitzgerald, Mac the Knife, live in Berlin from 1960. This was my dad's record. He played this all the time at the house when I was growing up. Huge Ella Fitzgerald fan. And for me, it's all about side two, which is Too Darn Hot, Lorelei, Mac the Knife, and How High the Moon. And what's famous or infamous about this version of Mac the Knife is it was her first time performing it, and midway through the song, Ella Fitzgerald forgot the lyrics. So she just scattered and improvised pretty much for a good length of the song, which is pretty much how people wanted to hear her perform it going forward after this. So if you've never heard her original initial take on live Mac the Knife, take a listen to that off of Ella in Berlin, and it's pretty great to hear her do that. Next up is King Curtis live at the Fillmore West from 1970. Huge fan of King Curtis, just an amazing musician, phenomenal career. I'm going to show you the gatefold here, which is just pretty cool. Just a great shot of King Curtis in there. Billy Preston's on this. The Memphis Horns are on this. This is just a stellar live record. But for me, it's all about side two on this LP. Have it here on the Yellow Atco label. So we're looking at Buddy Miles Changes, Ode to Billy Joe, Mr. Bojangles, Stevie Wonder's Signed, Sealed, Delivered, I'm Yours, and finishes off with Soul Serenade by Curtis Ousley and Luther Dixon. So the first side is great too, but that second side just can't be beat. Next up for a live recording is Donny Hathaway Live from 1972, an absolutely beautiful LP. I'm finding that Donny Hathaway's catalog is getting a bit more pricey out there, so I got this a while back, and it's a great quality, and I paid a fair price for it, so I was really psyched to get it. And for me, this is all about side one, also on Echo right here. So you're looking at his version of Marvin Gaye's What's Going On, a 12-minute version of The Ghetto, Hey Girl, and last off with Carole King's You've Got a Friend. So this is Donny Hathaway Live from 1972, great album side. Next up, have to mention this, Lou Reed, Rock and Roll Animal. Pretty easy, side one. Intro, Sweet Jane, Heroin. Nothing more to say than that. If you don't own it, you should. Classic Lou Reed right here. Phenomenal record, phenomenal album side. Next up, Van Morrison, It's Too Late to Stop Now from 1973. This is a German pressing I got a while back. Culled from various shows he did in the States and over in the UK, I believe. Just a great live set. And for me, it's all about side one. Ain't Nothing You Can Do, Warm Love, Into the Mystic, These Dreams of You, and side one finishes off with Ray Charles, I Believe to My Soul. So an absolutely just great double live LP, and that first side just can't be beat. If I've got 22 minutes to kill before I head out the door somewhere, that's the LP side I put on to get myself going. Next up, gotta present it, Kiss Alive. Y'all know it, y'all should have it. And look, let's be real, despite all the talks about, audience enhancements and overdubs and re-recording, who cares? It's still a live album, and that's how all the 70s albums were made back then. Look at Frampton Comes Alive. You could even say that's a studio concoction of a live LP, and maybe this is too. But who cares? It's Kiss. It's great. This is the copy that I got when I was 10 years old in 1977 for Christmas. The booklet is long gone. You all know what it looks like. You all know what's on here. And for me, it's all about side one. Deuce, Strutter, Got to Choose, Hotter Than Hell, and Firehouse. Can't beat it. The whole thing is great, but that side one is where it's at right here. So Kiss Alive from 1975. And last up, bringing it to the 80s, the big fan, Mr. Joe Jackson. This is live 1980, 1986, culled from various shows throughout his career, the Beat Crazy Tour, Night and Day Tour, Body and Soul Tour, and the Big World Tour. It's a beautiful package. The sound quality on this is absolutely tremendous. And for me, it's all about side two, which is the Night and Day Tour. On Your Radio, Fools in Love, Cancer, Is She Really Going Out With Him, which is an a cappella version, which if you've never heard that before, it is unbelievable. And finishes off with Look Sharp. So side two of this 4 LP live set is where it's at for me, the side I always gravitate to the most. A shout out to Sunday Papers on side 3, and a shout out to What's Different for Girls on side 4 in the Big World Tour, which is also great. So there you have it. Those are my favorite live album sides. I'd love to hear what yours are. Feel free to share those with me. Feel free to let me know, and we can have a little chat about it. So go ahead and discuss. This is Ed from On My Turntable, and have a good day, everyone, or a good evening, depending on when you're watching this, and let's be kind to one another. Thanks.